let them know. Here I go, raise them up, there I go, raise them up. That was them, this is me, this is King. You ain't know, here I go, Crit Hill, sound like this, my year. Type of car we don't steal, backseat driver for real. Drop me off at the top, got that G with no lie. Play for the team that I own, ain't no taking my spot. Franchise, we take a lifetime to steal it. Hit that bank to the visit, raise a hand if you will. Drop the top on the road.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the real episode number 9 of the Catch Up Podcast. I made a little oopsie last time I posted. The last podcast I posted, I put episode number 9, even though it was technically episode number 8. I just skipped the whole episode. But yeah, if I feel like it, I'll probably go make that correction, change the thumbnail, and do all that stuff. But right now, it's episode number 9, and this is the real episode number 9. But anyway, guys, welcome back once again. I am on vacation, so I'm trying to go ahead and get this podcast out the way. But I felt like I need to go ahead and get one in there, even though I said I wasn't going to do any YouTube. But here I am. So with that being said, here's what I'm going to do today. Going to be a format change, or the way I upload these videos. They're going to be more SEO friendly, or search engine optimization, basically helping people find my videos a little bit better. It's hard because I talk about everything in 1 hour. That's usually how long these episodes are going, and then trying to do keywords and tagging, and that's a lot to put in a title and throughout descriptions and stuff like that. So I got to break them down, and hopefully they'll give me better results. But with that being said, that's really the only major change that's coming. Still pretty much same format, the way I do the show anyway. But before I go ahead and get into the show, little house cleaning, promotion, or whatever, as I always have to do. Make sure to catch the video version of this podcast at youtube.com/thejhreview, or you can catch me on any of your favorite audio podcasts, where I will post it in full length. I won't break them down in audio format. So only YouTube, I'll break them, they'll be in pieces. So with that being said, one more thing, no more timestamps. I don't feel like going through timestamp each part if I'm going to break them down in the video. So no more timestamps. But with that being said, let me make sure I got everything out the way. I wrote notes this time, so I'm not all over the place, guys. Yeah, I think that's it. One more thing. As y'all know, I do this podcast, but I might want to venture off into doing like a podcast for fitness, as I have a whole nother channel. It's Team Hop Fitness, where, I basically post my fitness journey or whatnot, and I might want to do a style show like this for fitness as well. So if that's something y'all would like to see, certain topics y'all want to hear me discuss about, that'd be great. And also, I wouldn't mind having guests. I'm starting to think about having guests on here as well. Not just this podcast, any podcast I might do in the future, because it's hard to do a show by yourself. I think it's easy to do a show when you have ideas to bounce off of, you have different personalities and stuff like that. It makes it more dynamic, at least to me anyway. So I would like to get like, what am I trying to say? Guests on the shows. But yeah, that's pretty much all the house cleaning right there. So as always, I like to get into some quick topics before I get into tonight's, main course. So, for those of you who are watching me on Facebook, you are seeing the intro segment. You'll see me go over the quick topics, and if you want to catch everything else, or the main course, go over to YouTube and check out the rest of the podcast. But what I'll be talking about tonight, I'll be recapping the BET Awards, my thoughts on it, for as some award winners and performances. And also, because this is a music podcast, I'm going to be doing some music reviews. I don't have a full album review tonight, except I'm just going to be doing track reviews. So Big Crit is here. The album's coming this month, I believe. Can't wait to hear that. Dreamville as well. Return of the Dreamers. Revenge of the Dreamers, my bad. 3. And so I'm going to have a lot of albums to review this month. This is going to be a good month. Chance is supposed to be dropping. So those 3 albums I'm looking forward to. But as far as tonight, Dreamville, Down Bad, and also Lambo Truck. I want to review those 2 tracks that came out from those guys. Also going to be talking about Jordan Lucas. Hopefully he's finna get ready to be dropping his new album ADHD. I'm waiting for that as well. Be talking about his 2 tracks, ISIS and Broken Stupid. So all together, I'm probably gonna be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks as far as reviews goes today. All right, so before I get into these quick topics, congratulations on order. Let me hit the music.
Hey.
Trip that you're playing for the next whole week. Been so long, yeah, them niggas so cheap. And your flex so deep, and your sex so deep. You got it, girl, you got it. You got it, Drake. You got you a ring, man. Congratulations to Drake and the rappers. That's right, Drake and the rappers. But anyway, man, let's skip to the Chris Brown part before I shut this off. Little baby, and I'm back and I'm working. No 9 to 5, but the working. Flaws and all, I love them all. To me, you're perfect. Baby, yeah, you got it, girl. You got it, girl. Oh man, I'm still not listening to the album though. That album is too long. The new album Chris Brown just dropped. It's 32 tracks. Ain't no way I'm listening to that. But I do like this song though. This song is cool. It's a jam. So with that being said, yeah, going back to the Toronto Raptors. They are the NBA champs this year. And I was quite satisfied because it wasn't the same song and dance. Once you knew, we knew it wasn't going to be LeBron versus the Golden State again because he was already on the Lakers. And then, of course, he wasn't in the finals. He didn't even make the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, this ain't about LeBron. This is about Golden State. So I guess one question I wanted to ask was, do y'all think it's over for Golden State? Do you think they can pull through next year? Honestly, not next year because, they'll still be plagued by this injury. They just lost KD. Also, I think Klay Thompson is still supposed to be injured going into next season, if I believe. So they got a lot to make up for. And, of course, it can't just be Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of KD, I think I just heard he went to the Nets, so we'll see how that goes. I don't really have much to say about it. I'm not really a basketball person, so I'm not going to pretend. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's necessarily over for Golden State. I still think they got a good team, but next season is going to be an uphill battle. I'll be very surprised if they do make it to the finals. But that being said, yeah, that's enough for sports talk. Let's talk a little bit more about Jussie Smollett. I can't get this guy off my show, man. Every time I just think we done, he just comes back up. So I think maybe last month I read an article that the court case files were going to be unsealed because he opened his mouth too soon when he did that press conference or whatever. So the judge decided to unseal his records or whatnot. And I think this week there was camera footage of the body cam from the police officer at the incident where he claimed, the noose around his neck, even though the noose in question didn't look much like a noose, looked more like a shoestring. But I don't know, it makes the story even less credible. And I think they also showed the footage where, the 2 African brothers or whatever, they were like in hazmat suits or something like that. So it's just, it's weird. But other than that, I ain't got nothing else to say, man. I don't know what else to say about that. So let's go ahead and move on. These are quick topics. All right, going into the next topic. And this is concerning my second home of Memphis, Tennessee. I'll never call Memphis my first home. Meridian, Mississippi will always be home. But I have been here long enough, and Memphis was in the news a couple weeks ago. Specifically the neighborhood of Frazier, which is somewhere you probably want to get in and get out if you don't live there. So that being said, there was some rioting going on. Of course, a young brother got shot down by the police in excess of like 16 times, I think I heard. But I still I haven't looked for it, but I haven't heard anything else further come out this investigation. All we know is there was a warrant out for his arrest. They tried to take him in. He didn't go in peacefully. He rammed the cop cruiser, shot at the police or something like that, I believe, and then they gunned him down. And of course, the people of Fraser were not excited about that. So, I think there was a better way that could have been handled. I think he, had to get shot down like that. I'm not condoning, his actions. If he did do whatever he did. But yeah, definitely does not help the relations between the police and civilians, which is already just at a high rate of tension. But yeah, nothing much else I can really say about that. But I thought I'd just bring it up, and hopefully, things, will get better as far as the state America is in, just as a whole, with the whole police brutality thing. So with that being said, I think that's going to be it as far as my little warm up here. If you guys want to go ahead and check out the rest of the podcast, those of you who are watching on Facebook, make sure to go head off to my YouTube channel and watch the rest of it. YouTube.com/TheJHReview. I'll see y'all guys over there.